Okay, welcome back. Oops, sorry. Start by giving you some attention. Alright, so welcome back. You already seen the piece, you know, I'm in the middle of it. Have you caught the last piece? Welcome back. If you was just jumping in to see the end results, welcome back. So on this piece, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna strengthen the color on his arm. I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna do some outlining, and then I'm actually gonna go into the into the piece. So starting off with coloring some more of his skin tone, and then I'm gonna go into drawing it. So here we go. Welcome back. Hip hop artist, easy with that mixed media. There we go. I definitely forgot to get a cup of water though, and that sucks because I need a cup of water. I'll get to it in a second. Well, in the next 30 minutes, I'll get to it. Where are those pens? I just brought them down. There you go. Now I know I could probably blend these better so that the outline doesn't completely like just stick out. But I'm not going to. I'm going to let the excuse me. Just a messy artist, leave me alone. I didn't know I got that much on me. Shoot. Okay. I'll be back. So I'm stuck in my head again. I said I was going to talk this time, but I didn't. And I know I need to. Sometimes I get lost in music, like B.O.B. talking about all this stuff that goes on. Like racism not being as dead as we thought it was, which is true. I'm like, racism has always been alive and living, because the reality of it is that we teach race. We teach the idea of being different from one person to the other, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's all about how you respect, or how you go about learning about other people's culture, because the United States is kind of a mixture of cultures. There's no one way. So it's pretty unique, our relationship with one another on a daily basis. And the truth is, we like people who we are alike versus people who we are less in common with. And it takes a lot more effort to learn and to be something you're not. It's possible. It just takes a lot of work. So it's like, even me, I struggle a lot with the idea of getting to know other people's cultures and trying to grow and be closer. And it's not even culture sometimes, it's just the idea of men versus women, We don't necessarily all think on the same plane, and when you have something huge that's different, like for instance, different, like I wake up and I think about beauty, and I think about, how I should look and how I should carry myself, but I don't then walk out into a world where there's nothing but pressure for being that way, But for ladies, for women, every time they walk out their door, there's somebody. The other day I watched a video on the idea of whether or not this whole entire existence is just us going through a simulation of what would happen if we chose the path that we did. Can you imagine that? Sometimes, you know, I wake up and I feel like I'm in some type of simulation. And that's okay, right? It's like, well, Aaron, why is that okay? It's because if this is a simulation, that means I get a second chance, right? Which means I can ruin and I can try to become great here. You know, if this is a simulation, and I don't have to give up, because if I gave up, then when I get out of this simulation, or whatever this is, this random dimension, I won't have any answers. I'll be starting over again from scratch, which would suck the most. Not finding out that I'm in a simulation, but it's a simulation and I wasted my time doing absolutely nothing to find out my strengths and my weaknesses and what I'm capable of. You know, just wasted. That would upset me the most, you know. Because if you fail in the simulation, you die and you come back. Just like on a video game, you get that second chance. You don't want to spend that second chance like it's your first one, right? Being cautious, being safe. Never seeing beyond what you're allowed to see, what you've allowed yourself to see. Then it's just your fault. No one to blame but you. You know, those regrets start to fall in and you wonder, why me? Why didn't I take that chance? Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? And you're stuck. Something that was completely avoidable, something that was given to you. Gift is a gift to you, and you didn't even know it was a gift because you're too busy trying to preserve I see. I don't get that. Why preserve it? Why hold on to it? And I'm not saying, it's a thing where you want to go out and commit suicide or end anything just to find out, but just to justify whether or not. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, when all things are said and done, and you're looking back, say you're 20, you look back when you're 10, 30, you look back when you're 20, and you're 50, and you're looking back when you're 16. It's like, all I hear is, if I could have. So I can only imagine what it feels like to be dead, gone, and away from this world. Look back and say, are you going to put me back? You get a second chance, and then you get that second chance and you go, oh man, if I would have known. And the second time around, you got to be careful too. I mean, second time around, you got to be more careful because now you know it's the second chance, and like, who knows if you get a third one, right? So it's like if you go all out and you do what you should have did on that first try, and you fail, now you're stuck with the failure. I mean, or maybe not. Maybe this is just continuously until you get it right. But the doubts, the what ifs, now you got answers, People think if you get answers, things would be a lot easier. Nah. See, I feel like once you get answers, then you have no excuse anymore. So that's what I'm trying to learn right now. It's that idea of putting it all in. Give it your all now. And then when you die, either A, you can say you tried, you gave it your all. B, you can say I gave it my all and I got a second chance and now I'm going to do even better. I left my white gel pen. Shoot. Alright, so I'm down to 2 minutes again. So I'm gonna go ahead and start ending this. As you can see, I am at the end point of this, and there's no real reason to come back. So this is going to be the finishing points of this one. I hope I didn't get too philosophical on you. It's just things that I think about while I'm, doing my thing. It goes to my head every time, and it's just kind of part of my reality now. It's one of the main reasons I don't really like to draw, is because it gives me too much time to live in the present, I guess. When you live in the present, it isn't always, I think it's never, it's never what you want it to be. So, I know, you're like, Aaron, I at least want to see the end, and I really want to show it to you, but I know it's going to cut off, and then I'm going to have to put up a quick 5-minute video, and, like, if you don't care, and you're like, I want to see that little 5-minute video, fine, I will put that 5-minute video on there, but as far as, like, just trying to keep things simple, this is kind of how I have it, and I'll work on working through these pieces faster so that you can see it all the way through without having to see the second small little piece that comes with it. So as always, t-shirts are in the description, check those out, and please help support this artist, keep me going, keep me making these pieces. Soon I'm going to start a Patreon, so if you're looking for good ones, they're going to be on there. But as for this one's done. It's done. So I'll catch you at the next one. Remember to always practice and being present. Peace out.